Day by Day Kids Bible, Day 133. A City with No Food. 2 Kings 6:24 through 7, verse 2. Later, the king of Aram got his whole army together. They went into Israel. They camped around the city of Samaria. They wanted Samaria to give up, so they stayed there for a long time. After a while, the people of the city ran out of food. 1 cup of seeds cost 2 ounces of silver. A donkey's head cost 2 pounds of silver. One day King Joram passed by the city wall. A woman cried out, "Help me!" "How can I help you if God doesn't help you? Can I get food from the barn floor?" he asked. "Can I get a drink from the wine tub? What's wrong?" "A woman I know had an idea," she said. "This woman said we would eat my son one day. Then we would eat her son the next day. So we ate my son one day, but then she hid her son." King Joram was so upset that he tore his clothes. People watched him walk along the wall. He said, "I'll kill Elisha for this." Then he sent a messenger to Elisha. Elisha was in his house. The leaders of Israel were sitting there with him. The message had not come yet, but Elisha said, "A killer is sending someone to kill me. Close the door. Don't let the servant in with the message. I hear King Joram's footsteps behind him." Then the servant came with the message from the king. It said, "God has brought us this trouble. Why should I wait for him to do anything any more?" "Here's what God says," said Elisha. "Tomorrow at this time it will be different. 7 quarts of flour will only cost 1 ounce of silver. 13 quarts of grain will cost only 1 piece of silver." King Joram was leaning on an army officer's arm. The officer said, "How could this happen? Even if God opened heaven, it wouldn't happen." "You'll get to see it," said Elisha, "but you won't get to eat it." The sound of horses and chariots. 2 Kings 7:3 through 20. 4 men were at the city gate. They all had skin sickness. They said to each other, "Why should we stay here? We'll die if we stay here. We'll die if we go into the city too. Let's go to the enemy camp. Let's give up. They might let us live. If they kill us, that's all right. We would die here anyway." The sun began to go down. The 4 sick men walked to the enemy camp. They came to the edge of the camp and looked around. No one was there. God had sent the sound of horses and chariots. The enemy army had heard it. They said, "King Joram must have called another army. They're coming to help him." So they ran away as the sun was going down. They left their tents, horses, and donkeys behind. The 4 sick men went into one tent. They ate the food and drank wine. They took silver and gold and clothes. Then they went and hid them. They came back to the camp. They went in another tent. They took more things and hid them. Then they said, "This isn't right. We're keeping this good news to ourselves. Something bad will happen to us if we wait until morning. Let us go tell King Joram right away." The 4 men went to the gate. They shouted to the gatekeepers, "We went to the enemy camp, but no one was there. They'd left everything behind." The gatekeepers shouted the news to the people. Soon the news came to the palace. It was night, but King Joram got up. He talked to his army men about it. "I know what happened," he said. "The enemy know how we don't have any food, so they left their camp. They're hiding out in the country. They'll fight us when we go there." One army officer said, "Send some men out there to see. They might get killed, but they would die here anyway." So the leaders got 2 chariots and some horses. They got some men to drive the chariots. King Joram told them, "Go out and see what happened." The drivers followed the enemy's army's tracks. They went all the way to the Jordan River. They saw clothes here and there. They saw tools here and there. It was like that all down the road. That's because the enemy had left in such a hurry. The men went back and told the King Joram about it. Then all the people went to the enemy camp. They took the things that were left behind. So 7 quarts of flour cost only 1 ounce of silver. 13 quarts of grain cost only 1 piece of silver. It happened just like God had said it would. King Joram put an army officer in charge of the gate. He was the man King Joram leaned on at Elisha's house. He had not believed what Elisha said, so Elisha told him that he would see it, but he wouldn't eat it. That's just what happened. There were lots of people going out of the gate. The crowd bumped into the officer. He fell down. The crowd ran over him, and he died.